Hannah, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
What is it about the violin which you love so much?
Because I put my violin on my shoulder like this, it's very attached to me, and especially my heart. And this is a part where music comes out, not the arms, they're just the instruments. And I think I can directly express my music from the heart through to the violin. And I think that's what attracts me the most. As for guitars, they have frets where you can put, you know where to put fingers on, but because the violin doesn't have any frets, you have to be very accurate in where to put the fingers to get the right pitches. And I think that's very attractive as well, and it's very romantic.
What attracted you to music? Do you come from a musical family?
Yes, very musical. My mom majored in singing, classical singing, and she's a beautiful singer. And my dad, he is good at singing. He plays the piano, plays the guitar, and sings in a choir now. And my sister, I have an older sister who's a lawyer, yet she's a great pianist and a vocalist.
And of course you studied music in New Zealand. You topped the country in year 13 for music.
Yes.
What's your favourite piece of music?
I like this piece called JC. It's a composition of mine, which I'm going to play later on. And yeah, I put all the hard techniques and skills that violin can perform all in the piece. And I like to perform that piece on it, and because I can actually move my body and dance with it. So.
And of course you've composed many works. You brought out your own CD. How would you describe your style of music?
It varies. I like from classical music to jazz, even to hip-hop. I like everything. So I like to compose everything, and God gives me inspiration on what kind of music I should compose.
Your faith's very important to you. How has that impacted on your career?
Well, I perform around churches and among Christian fellowship. So without faith, my violin playing is nothing.
You also had an incident fairly recently when you had very bad pain in your left arm.
Oh, yes.
Can you share that story with us, please?
Yes, it was in my left arm. It was in my second year at university. 3 days before my final recital, I was practicing really, really hard on my acoustic violin, and just all of a sudden, I had my arm paralyzed, and I couldn't move my arm. It was in pain. So I went to get an acupuncture, and my paralysis was gone, but the pain didn't. And I couldn't play the violin from then on up to 2 years. And that's when I actually had an encounter with God. And through prayer, I think God healed me miraculously. Before then, my faith wasn't, that strong and that good, although I was going to church every Sunday. But that was my last option, so in the morning prayer, I went to church every day, and I started praying to God. And through prayer, He actually told me that He loves me, and that I believed that He would heal my arm if I continuing having faith in Him and praying. And as a result, 2 years afterwards, He did heal my arm.
Hannah, thank you very much for joining us. We're going to watch one of your pieces now. Can you tell us just a little bit about that piece, please?
It's called JC, my favorite. I was walking down the street, and God gave me this tune. And I was thinking, oh, maybe after this tune, everyone could yell like Jesus Christ or God or whatever all together, instead of just laying back and just enjoying my performance. They could actually take a part in it. So I ran home, and I composed this piece like from the beginning to the end, just in one breath, because it was the inspiration given by God. And I put all the hard techniques of violin into the song, and I enjoy playing it. So it's JC.